Whenever I go to my local pub, it's quite hard not to order the chicken parmie. I love it, particularly when it has loads of mozzarella and some smoked ham. And I thought, why not make a parmie for you and then make it into a sandwich? It's going to be the most delicious sandwich. So we need to start with the nap sauce, the Napoli sauce. So into a pot, we're going to add a good glug of olive oil. I'm using a medium pot that's part of my 10-piece set. You need a lid for this because it's a red sauce that's going to spit everywhere. So we'll pop this onto a medium heat and we'll add some garlic, 2 cloves of garlic. I'll just bruise them first and then just roughly chop them. Don't need to finely chop it all. All right, in this goes to the oil. And we just want to gently bring up that heat so it doesn't burn that garlic. To this, I'll add some chili. I like a good hit of chili flakes, so a bit of that. And then some crushed tomatoes, just some canned crushed tomatoes. Once you start to smell that garlic and chili, it's time to add the sauce. All right, we're going to add the detachable handle and we'll give that a stir. So we're going to cook this for about, I'd say at least 15 to 20 minutes. Before we put the lid on, a good pinch of salt, always. And lid on. And let's get on with the chicken. So I have 2 chicken breasts here. What I've done is cut them in half and then used a meat mallet just to thinly pound them so they're quite even, just like that. And we need to start a bit of a production line here with the crumbing. So I have some panko crumbs on one plate. In another plate, I will add 2 eggs. So we'll crack them straight in. 1 egg, 2, and you could add some milk, but I just like to add a splash of water and we'll give this a bit of a mix just with a fork. In order for your parmie to taste super delicious, it's a really good idea to season everything as you go. So we need some salt with this, and I like to season not only the chicken, but also the egg. That is looking good. Last one, we'll add some flour, just some plain flour. Great. All right, now time to crumb. So I always like to keep it in order to make it much easier to crumb, particularly if you're doing quite a lot of these. And always use one hand and have one free so it doesn't get messy. Into the flour, season that beautiful piece of chicken. And then over on the other side, cover it completely with the flour, shake the excess off. Then into our egg wash, again coating it, but we don't want it to taste eggy. So we drain the excess off again and then straight into our crumbs. So once you can see all of the wet part is covered, then it's safe to go in with 2 hands so nothing sticks. And be sure to really press those breadcrumbs into the chicken so it's completely coated for maximum crunch. All right, I'm going to do a few more of these and we can start frying. All right, chicken is ready. Look at this thick and rich sauce. I'm happy with that. And now to assemble. So I like to add the sauce first. So this thick and rich sauce we'll place straight on to our chicken schnitzel. Leave it in the pan because we're going to take this pan and place it in the oven because these pans go from hob to oven. So straight on there. Be generous with this. I like it to be extra saucy. Ooh, it's really taking shape now. Next, the ham. I'm just using some double smoked leg ham, a few slices on top, and we'll just drape that over the top. And you could use shredded mozzarella if you like, or if you're lucky enough to have a little buffalo mozzarella, use it because it's going to taste even better. So we're just going to slice this quite thickly, just into rounds. It doesn't matter if it breaks up a bit because it's going to melt when we put it under the grill. We'll take our mozzarella and we just want to cover all of that ham. That's good. A little more. Oh, great. All right, that goes into the oven, and once that's bubbly and golden, it's ready to come out. Look at this oozy cheese. How good does it look? Delicious as is. But like I said, even better in a soft roll. So I've got little soft rolls here, and I'm just gonna cut it in half. And you don't need to butter the bread, don't need to add any oil, no mayonnaise whatsoever, because there's so much cheese and there's so much Napoli sauce. I'm gonna take one of these delightful parmies, place it on a board, and I'm gonna cut this in half because why not? Let's make this a double-decker parmy sandwich. We'll get that onto the bread. And we probably should have a little bit of greenery in there. Get our veggies. So some rocket, pile that up with loads of rocket, sandwich that together. Now the big question is, how do you tackle this, whole or cut it in half? I think I'm gonna cut in half because I wanna show you the layers. Oh yes, look at that. Juicy chicken, layers of sauce, ham, cheese. Oh. That is a true delight. I think that's one of the best sandwiches I've ever made.